Thank you, John. Would you please show him in? Well, Marco, will you excuse me?
Going back to the household accounts.
Yeah, just for the time being. I'll see you tonight. Oh, Paul. How nice to see you. I'm gonna be just terrible at this job. I just know it. I ain't even gonna last one day. And then you're gonna be ashamed of me.
What makes you think you can't do it? It's just a messenger's job. You do things like, well, for instance, a reporter will give you a piece of copy and say, take this to the city desk.
See there? I don't even know what city desk looks like.
All right, I'll tell you what. After we get back from work, I'll take you on a complete tour of the building, show you where everything is. I'll introduce you to Janie. She's a copy girl. You can follow her around for a couple of hours.
Oh, boy, she's gonna think I'm stupid.
No, she won't. Hey, look. Everybody has to start somewhere, sometime. Look, let's have lunch in the park, okay? Relax. Well, I think this will do fine, Dorian. Except for that one item.
What's that?
Well, I'd like to make the initial term for 6 months with mutual options for renewal. That way we can get to know each other better before we make this commitment on a permanent basis.
Well, that certainly seems fair.
It's fine.
Oh, there's no need for you to make a change. I'll just have our lawyers insert. All right, now, are you ready to see your offices?
Pretty confident of getting me, weren't you?
I never doubted it for one moment, Paul.
Fine, I'm late. There's anything that needs to be done right away.
Great Scott.
What? I don't want to hear about it. I will be at my desk if you need me.
Hey, Sam, could you come in and close the door for a moment, please? Look. I'm sorry that you had to find out about Dad. I mean, you know, about how he feels about Jenny. But that's the way it happens. You know, we all have idols, and they all pull off the pedestal.
Hey, I understand it, okay? Listen, it's not like he's the only one. I mean, it takes two, right?
Well, Jenny didn't have anything to do with it. I mean, obviously, Jenny is a very attractive woman, and she was there. That's all. I mean, Sam, you don't think that Jenny could be attracted to someone like Dad, do you?
He's a very attractive man.
Maybe. But Jenny is my age, and he is old enough to be her father.
Well, that is true, but Jane,
What?
nothing.
But come on.
Well, she said to me that she admired him. You know, working with him in the office and on the book and all that.
All right, yeah, but don't you see, that's all it was. They had a close professional relationship. That's all it was from Jenny's point of view. You know, in some ways, Sam, I think this is all for the best that this has happened. I think it's going to bring me and Jenny closer together.
Mrs. Abernathy, I'd like you to meet Mr. Paul Kendall. He will be the new managing editor of the Voight Press.
Yes, we met earlier. How are you, Mrs. Evans?
Very nice to have you with us, Mr. Kendall. Welcome.
Thank you.
Mr. Kendall's extension will be 1237, and his office suite will be in the northeast corner of the executive wing. Oh, very good, Mrs. Voight. I'll just put that right in my file. Fine. Paul, why don't I show you the editorial office?
Sure.
I'd like to do that. Oh, Tony, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Paul?
Well, you know that we've just signed Paul to a managerial contract, and if you'll excuse us, I'm just giving him a little tour. You know, Paul, we could have a definite real estate and a complicated situation.
Let's see. So we got the handle switch on right. Oh, man. That's the first time she smiles when you left the face. You know that?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Tell me what's bugging you.
Nothing.
All right. We're not going to talk? Eat.
I'm really not very hungry, Richard.
You know what Dr. Wallace told you. Even if you're not hungry, you've got to eat. Now go on. That's better. meantime, and he dragged himself back to the old tenement where he was born. Then he makes it to the door and he knocks. And his gray-haired old mother comes to the door. Reaches out to him. As if he's going to say something. Oh, but he can't get it out. It's so weak. And she says, "All right, Sonny. Eat first. We'll talk later." So I was just illustrating a point to the young lady.
Richard, what are you going to ask me when I go to apply for my Social Security card?
The usual thing. Name, address, that sort of thing.
That's all?
Sure, why?
You couldn't get it for me, could you?
No, I believe you have to fill out the application yourself, Becky. There's really nothing to it, huh?
I don't like dealing with sick folks. They treat me like I was dumb.
Well, you're not. You're very intelligent. I mean that. For a girl that's so smart, I don't understand why you're so afraid of the world.
Because you're not me. You haven't been through what I have.
Like what? Oh, I know that love. Richard, you're asking too many questions. I've had enough to hear. Eat your burger. Someplace where we can talk.
Want to talk about anything special?
For starters, I want to know what Paul Kendall's doing working.
She just wouldn't believe me. I mean, even if I had concrete proof that what she was saying was wrong, she just wouldn't listen.
What did she actually say?
Well, that you and I had been sneaking around, and I was deceiving Brad, and that I was in love with you. All totally absurd things.
Totally absurd.
Well, I'm here to talk about Sam, nothing else.
Of course. Go ahead.
She's very hurt. She's very upset. She says that she won't be my friend anymore, and she won't trust me anymore.
That's pretty much the way she feels about me right now, too.
Well, I tried to talk to her about that, too, but she just wouldn't listen.
How do you feel about this, Jenny?
Awful, just awful. Here I am, the cause of another estrangement in the Vernon family.
Don't say
Well,
that.
it's true. I was just beginning to get over Naomi's death and my guilt about that, and now this.
Well, at least we're together in this crisis. talk to me. Hasn't it always been that way?
Yes.
And nothing's changed. Hey. You're not going to hold that line against me, are you?
No, I'm not going to hold that line against you. You know you're going to come bursting in the door all hysterical.
Good, then I'll reissue my invitation. Have dinner with me. We'll talk. And, maybe we'll go home.
Anybody can do that, Marco. It's you.
I'll pick you up at 7. I was just reaching out to you.
I don't want you to reach out to me. Not emotionally and not physically.
Jenny, what is wrong? I've never seen you this angry.
I'm angry because you don't seem to realize what's going on around you. You can't seem to see what's happening around you.
I don't understand.
Obviously you don't. Otherwise you wouldn't have made that comment about our being together because of this crisis. You think because Sam hates both of us, that brings us together?
Jenny, I thought you put us on the same side of the fence.
No, it doesn't. It only makes me realize how destructive our relationship is. Trying to keep deciding that you're in love with me has caused nothing but agony for everyone concerned. We've even been a useless test because of it. We can't even be sitting casually together like we were last night without somebody getting hurt. I shouldn't even be talking to you now. I should have called you up on the phone.
What are you saying to me, Jenny? That you want me to stay away from you? You don't see me.
Yes, I don't want you to talk to me. If we run into each other, just say hello. Leave it at that. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Look, Jenny, I spent a lot of years of my life in a loveless, disastrous marriage. I know what it can do. Now, the same thing can happen to you. If you get in any deeper with Brad, you know that you can be just as...
I'm not going to listen to this anymore.
Vernon! Why, you know, I would have known you anywhere. Baby, oh, I do believe you're even more handsome than you were 20 years ago. Sadie,
Never mind. How are you?
well, I'm fine, but it looks like something is wrong with you, though.
Well, as a matter of fact, something is wrong, but there's nothing I can do about it.
I'm sorry that you had to hear about Paul's chocolate wedding. But I was going to tell you, only I didn't know it was definite until this morning.
What are you telling me? Did you two live together? You don't talk to each other?
No, I don't mean that. I knew he was considering it, but I didn't know that he was definitely decided to take the job until this morning.
That'd be Dorian. Sometimes I think that she'll stop at nothing short of suicide to spite me. Probably offered him so much money that he'd be out of his mind to turn down that job.
You are a little paranoid about Dorian, you know.
One thing that I feel about her that isn't true.
I don't mean that. I mean, you're right on those things, but... Well, she was very impressed with Paul when she met him, and he does have a very impressive background in publishing.
Just an all-around impressive guy, right? All right, forget it. He's always going to be working in a banner building. Dorian got him the job. So what? I've got a great idea.
Oh, yeah? Well, if it makes you smile, I want to hear about it.
This is the situation. Paul and Dorian are working together, right? By the second day, they fall hopelessly and madly in love. Now, on the third day, they come to you begging you for a divorce. Fourth day, you go down the creek and you get that divorce. And the fifth day, you and I get married. The best part of it is that it's all over in less than a week.
Well, that is really a wonderful fantasy.
Yeah, but then contract with you, Pat. Because I was serious when I was talking about less than a week. There is no way that I'm going to share you for 6 months. I'm not even sure that I can share you for another 6 days.
Hi. Well, if there's nothing you can do about what's wrong, tell me if there's something I can do.
Haven't changed a bit, have you, Sadie? Still worried about other people's problems.
So are you with the psychiatrist?
Well, I get paid for it.
I give a lot of joy out of it. Well, so we're even more of that.
Oh, Sadie, so good to see you. You look wonderful.
Well, when I was working for you, I might have weighed a pound or two less.
Maybe just a couple. But that face and the sound of your voice. Oh, I knew you instantly.
Well, look, I was much younger then. Oh, so were you, as a matter of fact. And your wife? Oh, Lana told me. Naomi, I really am sorry.
Yes, well, we're all still trying to get over it. It was quite a shock.
It was a shock to me, too. You know, she was always so happy. Or she seemed to be anyway.
Yes, but that was when Brad was just a baby, and that was the happiest time of her life.
Well, you know, a lot of things can happen over the years. Some of them good and some of them bad.
And some of them tragic, which is what Naomi's death was. In a way, it's affected just everything.
I hope so. I haven't had much luck with the telephone or the mail. Oh. Well, why don't you just tell me what it is I've been trying to do for you? Explain to me how I can get an appointment with Dorian about a job. He said, well, you just may be out of luck again. She does exist, doesn't she? I mean, she really is a human being. Oh, yes. But if she doesn't know you or care to know you, I'm afraid it's pretty difficult getting an appointment with her. That I already know. 2 weeks ago, I was on the phone every day with his secretary, and he'd never put me through. He kept asking me what I wanted, and I had no intention of discussing what I wanted with the secretary. No offense, my dear. Of course. So then I decided to write her a letter. David marked it private, personal on the outside of the envelope, to see that it got a little further than the secretary's desk. Well, it's been over a week and I haven't had a response. Well, maybe you should ask the secretary if he received it. I did that this morning. That man has a tendency to be pointedly vague. And if you don't mind my saying so, a little more than bored. I do hope he's not your best friend. No. We say good morning and good night. That's all. Oh, I don't know what to do. I have no intention of begging for a job. But to not even send me a rejection in response to my letter. There's only one word for that. Well, Mrs. Lord is a very busy person, to say the least. All right. If I can't start at the top, I'll simply lower my price. What's the possibility of speaking to the managing editor? Well, the acting managing editor. That's Mr. Llewellyn. Is acceptable. But I'm not sure at the moment. He was in a meeting. Let me check. Is Mr. Llewellyn there? In the boardroom. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, think you're going to like working here?
Well, I think I'll be able to answer that better tomorrow evening after I put in a good day's work here. But the setup looks terrific.
Well, I'm glad you think so. And I'm sure that you'll discover that it is. And then at the end of 6 months, you'll want to say,
We'll see. Look, it might be a good idea if we had lunch tomorrow, because I do have some questions, and I think more are bound to come up.
You know, I have a better idea. Why don't you and Kat join me for dinner tonight at Landfair, and then that way we can celebrate your position as well as talk about it.
Well, it's a great idea, Dorian, but Brian and I have plans for tonight. You see, it's father and son night at the school.
Oh, of course, I understand that. Then we will definitely have lunch tomorrow.
Okay, good, fine. We'll see you at 9 o'clock sharp. Dorian, thanks again.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. Goodbye. Mrs. Voight. Edwina. Unfortunately, no. But we should have 2 weeks. My name is Edwina Lewis. It's imperative that we talk. Imperative is really a very strong word. Well, that's the way I feel. I've been trying to get in contact with you for quite a while. Why? That sounds mysterious. Well, as a matter of fact, I explained it all in a letter I wrote to you over a week ago. Louis, did you send it that night? Well, I'm sorry, I don't remember receiving a letter from you. Oh, that's what I assumed, that you hadn't received it. Otherwise, you would have replied by now. So I wrote you another one, and decided to hand delivery, so the same thing wouldn't happen a second time. Well, I'll just have to make sure to read it for us. Thank you. And thank you for walking by when you did. You know, that's really a very charming question for me. Good afternoon. Oh, you did get 15 of them all. Yes, a stroke of good luck and marvelous timing. Well, Mr. Llewellyn is still in the meeting, but you can make an appointment with the secretary. If you still want to. No. I think now that I've made contact with the top, I'll take my chances there. Tell me, though, is Richard Avenue? No. As a matter of fact, I saw him go out on some assignment or another. But I can take a message. No, I think not. Well, I'll take my great sense of accomplishment and go home. Thank you for trying to be so helpful. And hopefully, I too will be saying hello and goodbye to you every day. I hope so too, my dear. Goodbye. Goodbye. Listen, why don't you walk me back to the banner, and that way we'll be able to spend a few more minutes together. Okay. Well, Paul? Oh, how did it go through?
Well, I say I'm really happy with the whole deal. Seems like a really impressive publishing outfit. And with your impressive background in publishing, she'd fit right in. Yeah, I hope so. Oh, by the way, Pat, no need for you to make dinner for us, because I'm going to take Brian out for a hamburger after the father-son night at the school. Well, here we go.
Oh, you're just stopping right here at the door.
Yeah. I go any further, I might run into Dorian. Hey, don't mind, I don't trust myself.
I'm so sorry that you had to run into all that.
Kendall taking Brian at father-son banquet. I mean, I'm supposed to be the father. He's my son, you know. Please what? Please don't give a damn and know what you want me to do. But don't care, like I'm not supposed to care about that lie that you're living with him day and night. Yeah. Now I'm facing reality.
Ah, but you're also torturing yourself. You're letting everything get to you, and you have to start building some defenses, or you're going to become a wreck.
Which is totally incompatible with the rest of my life, isn't it?
Tell me that Brian will be told that you're his real father as soon as we can do it without traumatizing him for life. But until we can, you have to stop dwelling on everything.
I know you're right in my head. Just that I can't make my gut understand.
supposed to meet a friend of mine, Miss Rebecca Lee Hunt. Kendall, best columnist on the Banner.
Hi.
Hi. And this is Tony Lord. We met at his restaurant. He owns Tony's place.
Oh, hey, when are you all going to get country and western music in there?
No, I haven't really thought about it. Usually just have a piano player.
Well, you should. If you change your mind, you let me know, because I'm good. I know you're one of the best one of these days.
I haven't heard a thing yet, but I believe her.
We better go, Richard. You're supposed to show me around.
Yeah, Becky's going to be working at the paper for a while, until she gets a job as a singer.
Oh, I see. Well, it'd be nice to have you.
Okay, let's go then. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.
I have plans.
What?
Tonight, you were talking about tonight.
Are you telling me no?
I'm telling you that I will, I'll do whatever I can to get out of it.
I need you.
Oh, you got a schedule done. That's great. Yeah, I was afraid you wouldn't find time to do any work today.
Well, what does that mean?
Well, that's just supposed to be a little snide remark to let you know that I know that Marco was hanging around.
Marco was not hanging around. He was here 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's 10 minutes too long as far as I'm concerned. Really, Sam. You know, I wish you wouldn't hang around with that human warthog.
I wish you'd stop referring to him as a human warthog.
No matter what you call him, it's still spelled T-R-O-U-B-L-E.
You think you know everything, don't you? What do you think you're doing with Jenny? How do you spell her name, Brad?
Now, look.
I'm not going to look and I'm not going to listen anymore. I'm old enough now to decide who I want to see, and I like Marco. You're not the one who's in charge of my life, Brad. No one is in charge of my life anymore except me, so get off my back.
Calm down. I'm not trying to take over your life, anything like that. I was just trying to warn you, that's all.
Oh, look, you've warned me before. You don't have to keep telling me and telling me if I know how you feel about Marco.
Okay, I'm sorry. Right?
Okay, just stop worrying. I'll take care of myself, okay? I will.
Okay, I tell I'm sorry. Now look, I understand, but you know, you're upset just finding out about that and stuff. I didn't mean to make you more upset by getting on your case, so I apologize, all right?
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I probably just flew off the handle, but I want you to stop making those remarks about Marco.
Okay, no deal.
Brad Vernon. Well, looks like my little... Don't tell me that you forgot me now. After all those walks I gave you in your garage, and many times I changed for you and all those string carrots, I made you eat them whether you liked it or not.
I think you're saying that you knew me when I was a baby?
This is Mrs. Gray, Brad. She helps Mom out with you when you were a baby, okay?
Oh, yeah. Yes. I don't remember you, but I remember hearing about you. Yes, of course. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Well, how do you do? Hi. Don't know what I'm saying. Well, how do you know Samantha, though? I mean, she wasn't even born.
Oh, we saw each other the other day.
Yeah, we've met.
Well, incredible.
It's incredible for me, too. Even more for me than it is for you. You know, I think the last time I was here in Manville, your folks were living in Montana.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, now look at it. Here we all are here together again.
Oh, you're staying in London, too, are you?
Oh, we sure am.
Well, all right, I'll tell you what. In that case, just make up all the diapers and the walks and whatnot. I'll give you a free membership in the health club.
I think you're just trying to get even with me for that string carrot. You know, I saw your father today for a few minutes, so I think it would be a wonderful idea for you just to have
just make me smile sometimes, that's all.
Lord, I ain't gonna like working in any building that's got a morgue in it.
It's not like they're people, they're dead stories in newspapers. This is like a record, an enormous file cabinet.
Yeah, but stories are about people, right?
Yeah.
So this is kind of like the same thing as a real morgue is.
Yeah, I see your point, but we don't have any bodies. We just have stories about bodies. Hey, it's really amazing when you think about it. Everything that was ever published by the Banner is right here in this room, on microfilm and newsprint.
Everything?
Uh-huh. All the world's events, the wars, the bank robberies, the murders, you name it. If it was newsworthy, the Banner printed it. The day-to-day unfolding of world history, and it's all right here in this room.
Well, who cares about the past? The future's the only important thing to me. Let's go see something else, huh? How about a drink to celebrate the end of the day and also your husband's exhibition? Oh, no. Thank you, Dorian, but I really do have something else to do. In fact, I should leave right now. Oh, all right. Maybe another time. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, you didn't know what? Oh, I'm so glad I caught you. A messenger just delivered a package for you. A package with no return address is always very interesting. You never know if it's a bomb or something from a secret advisor. So nice. This is lovely. Yes. Mrs. Lord, just to thank you for taking the time to read my letter. Edwina Lewis. Well, I haven't read your letter, my dear, but I'm certainly going to know.
I'm glad you stopped back, Sadie.
Oh, yes, and I'm glad you were through for today. You know, because I wanted to tell you, well, the wonderful job you're doing in raising Brad. I'm just so delighted by you. And your daughter also.
Well, that's nice to hear. I just wish...
Wish what, Will?
Nothing. I'm glad you enjoyed them. But surely that's not the only reason you came all the way back to the hospital.
No, I did see Brad, you know, and, after talking with you, how about giving me my old job back?
The job? With me? But Sadie, there isn't that much to do.
No, but you have a home and a family, don't you? Well, that's enough to keep me busy.
Yes, of course, but Brad isn't living at home anymore now, you know, and Sam's plans are so indefinite.
Listen, I have seen and heard enough today to know that there are problems in that home. So why don't you just stop trying to act otherwise?
But to tell you the truth, Sadie, I do have a house, but it's certainly not a home.
Oh, nonsense. You have two lovely children. So why don't you just let me into that house of yours and see what I can do about making that house into a home again.
I'll take Brian out for a hamburger after the father and son night at school.
10:30.
Yeah. We're gonna let you change your mind now and leave.
No. I'm not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, I have some very concrete plans about staying in Landview.
Two more here, please.
Are you trying to get me drunk?
Huh? Oh, well, I hadn't thought of it, but now that you mention it, it might not be a bad idea. Loosen you up just a little bit.
Oh, I know how you like to loosen me up a little.
Well, now that you bring up the subject, how would you like to come back to my place tonight?
I don't know.
You don't know? Hey, now there's a step in the right direction. At least you didn't say no. Sammy, I care about you a lot. I want to show you how much. I can't say it with words. So let me make love to you. And then you'll understand how I feel.
Something before I couldn't really understand. But now since I've been working at the clinic and helping other people, well, it's helped me to help myself and grow.
That's great.
Oh, Larry, I'm really grateful to you for having this opportunity. It's helped me to understand myself and other people a little better.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat to hear you talk this way, Kathy. You know, when we both lived at the Craig house, we never got a chance to talk like this. Oh, we'd nod and say good morning, but that's about it.
Well, that's about what we do now, but I know we are closer friends.
Yeah. Close neighbors, too, which pleases me. Pleases Danny, I'll tell you. Well, listen, I really better get going. Give you a chance to get to bed.
And you to fall apart.
Yeah, listen. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night. You rest well.
Thanks, dear. You too.
Good night.
Staying in Landview for good. I'm also going back to work.
Work?
Oh, come on.
What's the matter with you two? I'd like you've never heard that word before.
Well, in your case, we don't ever want to hear it again.
I worked all my life.
Well, that's just the point, Sadie. You worked all your life. It's time you took a break. Relax. Enjoy life.
So, it's settled. You're going to stay here with us and become a lady of leisure.
Yeah, now Josh is away at college, so you got his room.
What's going to happen when he comes back for a visit?
He sleeps on the couch.
Or we can move into a larger apartment. The point is, we want you here with us, and we want you comfortable.
Oh, but that's not true, Claire. Now, because if you want me comfortable, you would not be telling me not to work.
Oh, Mama, now, wait.
Now, you wait. Now, you tell me you want me to stay here and enjoy myself.
Yeah.
But doing what? Nothing? Staring at the walls? Oh, you know, that's all I did down in North Carolina, and it was driving me crazy.
You worked all of your life.
And if you want that life to last any longer, you've got to realize I need to work. Because, baby, listen, at my age, sitting around doing nothing, makes me feel like I'm too old, and I like to feel young.
But there's so many
But the point is, I am not young. And I need my sleep, and I'm going to bed.
Wait a minute. We are not finished discussing this.
Well, I am. So, sleep well, children.
Hi, Sam.
You want me to just get up and walk on, Marco, don't you?
Yes.
You're still treating me like a little girl.
And you're not a little girl. If you're 18 years old, you're entitled to do what you want.
That's right. Very good, Daddy. And what I want is to stay here with Marco. Got it?
Are you sure? Look, all I want is for you to be sure of what you're doing, of what you want.
Why?
Why? Because I love you. Because I know what you're going through.
Oh, do you? You really think you do, don't you?
A lot has happened to you the last few months. A lot of things that you don't understand.
I understand them. I know too much.
Sam, knowing events doesn't necessarily mean you understand them. And I know that you're feeling very confused about the world in general right now, about yourself.
Look, I will work it out, okay? I will work it out.
How? Constructively? Or destructively? Honey, it's awfully easy for anybody to be self-destructive when they're going through a bad period, especially when you're young.
Look, this is not your office, okay? I don't want to hear your analysis. Save that for the people who don't know you.
I see. So now I'm totally worthless, both professionally and personally, right?
What I mean is that all your psychological garbage hasn't seemed to help your life any. You're not happy, and neither one are your children either. So what does it matter?
Sam, if you can look me in the eye and tell me that you are honestly and truly in love with Marco, then I will apologize for coming here tonight. And I'll get up and I'll leave. Now.
If they thought you were up to it, they'd let you see Mrs. Riley in the morning.
Really?
going to be up to it by getting a good night's rest. So?
Good night.
Taken a strong stand. And I know how tough it is for you to even consider changing it.
You think you know everything.
And I'm not going to insist that you come home with me now or anything like that. I didn't come here to drag you away from Marco. I just want you to know that I'll be expecting you at home later on tonight.
And what if I don't live up to your expectations? Then what?
There's no what. This isn't a threat. You can do anything you want. As long as you're sure. Well, I've said what I came here to say, so I'll leave now.
You want me to thank you for this?
Look, Sam. No matter how you feel now, I think you're going to realize that you still need me. The same as I still need you.
you two don't be too late for work and have a nice day. And Lieutenant, please don't get too close with people with guns.
When are they going to let me see my wife?
I'm not sure, Mr. Riley.
Now listen, I've been a good boy. I got a good night's sleep. I even ate that stuff you referred to as breakfast. Please let me see my wife.
I'd like to, but unfortunately I just don't have that authority.
I think that is great.
Well, they didn't say for sure that I could see Joe. They said that it was likely.
Well, I'll bet they'll let you.
I got so excited thinking about it last night that I, first of all, took a whole new bunch of pictures of Kevin. Then I sat down and made a whole list of things I wanted to tell Joe just so that I wouldn't forget to tell him all the things that I saw him today.
That is a long list.
Oh.
Come on, let's sit down.
Do you know something? Kevin is the first two.
You're kidding me. Why, that's right. I guess he is old enough to start having teeth now.
Certainly is. You haven't been to see us for quite a while.
Yeah, I know, Becky. I feel a little guilty about it. I know Karen and I, we mean to have you over for dinner, but I seem to be hung up at the clinic almost every night.
Well, that must not make Karen too happy.
No, you can say that again. Most of my life is spent over there now.
Well, I understand. I just hope we don't let ourselves drift apart. I miss you.
I miss you too, Becky.
Pardon me, Mrs. Riley, but I just got off the phone with Dr. Klenck.
Can I see Joe?
Yes, but only for a few minutes, please.
Thank you.
There you go. Okay. Wait. Don't take another step. Nurse, please.
All right, I'll be right outside.
Just one look at it. That is a scene I've envisioned 100 times. I want to see her. Okay, that's enough. Run over here and kiss me.
Are you all right?
After that, 100% better. I miss you so much.
Oh, darling, we missed you so much. Every day I tell Kevin that Daddy's getting a little bit better. And that pretty soon he'll be home with us again.
Yeah.
Poor
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hey, you're not gonna cry, are you?
Well, maybe I might.
Well, don't. Because if you do that, I'm just gonna have to throw you out. I don't want to do that. I want you here with me.
I have something to show you. Would you like to see a picture of Kevin taken only last night?
Well, thank goodness for technology. A picture taken last night that I can look at today. Tell me something. Does he get cuter every week, or do I just think that because I'm his father?
Both. Do you see that?
Hmm.
That little thing there.
Is it two?
Number one son, this is number one too.
Our son has a two. Well, a few more of those, we won't be able to call him baby anymore. And then you realize when he has 32, he'll probably have to have braces. And by the time he gets his braces out, we're going to have to call him sir.
He just went through 20 years of his life in 20 seconds.
20 years of our lives together with him.
Yes. I have something else to show you. This is a drawing that Kevin did for you before you had the operation. Do you remember it?
I suppose one lost week in return for a lifetime's tribute.
Hello there. It isn't Mrs. Wolek. How are you?
I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. You're with Abernathy, right?
Right. Gus Macdonald. You need me a couple of times to work on your pipes, remember?
haven't had any problems with my plumbing.
Hey, does that husband of yours ever go to medical conventions or anything like that? You know, out of town for a week or two?
No, not since we've been married. But he does take little trips once in a while. He's taking one tomorrow, as a matter of fact, to go somewhere.
Tomorrow? Going out of town tomorrow, huh?
Yep, to the big city.
Yeah? What about the little kid?
The little kid will be at school, of course.
And what are you going to be doing, say, around noon?
Eating. My lunch.
Well, why don't you eat from 1 to 2 so we can, talk from, say, noon to 1?
What, on the phone?
I'm not at my best on the phone. I do much better in person. Come by your house tomorrow.
Oh, well, I don't know, Gus, if I will have any problems with my plumbing by then.
Maybe I could find one.
You know, if anyone could, I bet it would be...